Good morning. Hello. I love coming here. Did you know that? Good morning. Good morning. All right. Come on. Come on in. Say hello. Say you're here live. Say good morning. Come on in. If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay. Definitely put your comments in or your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're joining us for the very first time, I'm Dr. Disha, cardiologist, who loves to talk about all matters of the heart. I'm also the founder of the Path to Meditation Mastery, Meditation for Female Physicians, and Heart-Centered Living Group, Natural Antidotes to Stress. And we try to meet here in the mornings, as often as possible, 7 to 7:30 a.m. Eastern, to have a healthy breakfast for our souls, to have a heart-centered breakfast for our souls, mind, spirits. And because that will set the tone of the day. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. And turn this music down. Yes. I was meditating early this morning and I was thinking about this concept of soul consciousness. And because this is something, a little warm today. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Okay. And, what does that mean, right? Soul consciousness. And some of the things that we talk about, right? It's recognizing, and one of the main tenets of the Path to Meditation Mastery and heart-centered living is really recognizing that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not that we're human beings having a spiritual experience, and that we are, in fact, our true identity is that of being a soul. And, when we talk about when somebody's soul leaves the body, right, when they die, right, nobody says, oh, he was a great body, right? Nobody says that. We all say, oh, he was such a great soul. He was such a bright light. He was such a sweet soul, or she was such a good soul, right? Nobody says, oh, she was such a good body. Right? Like, who says that? Nobody does, right? So we inherently know that we are not these bodies, right? We inherently know that, right? The body doesn't say, those are my eyes, those are my ears, that's my nose. The body doesn't say that. Who says that? The soul says that, right? And it's almost like we have this amnesia, right? What's amnesia? We forget who we are, where we came from, what we do, we forget that, right? And we're all like, oh my gosh, I hope that never happens to us. But we really do all have an amnesia about our true identity, right? And it's so interesting because we've had so much amnesia, right? That when we first meet someone, right, we say, oh, what's your name? What do you do? Where are you from? And we do that. We ask these questions in the group too, right? Where are you from? Welcome to the group. Tell us where you're from. What do you do? Right? And all of these things are little aspects, right? And we might say, oh, oh, I'm an American, I'm British, I'm, whatever, right? I'm Indian, I'm this, I'm that. I'm a Yankees fan. Good morning, Rebecca. Dr. Rebecca's in the house. I'm a doctor, right? And we can say that all of these things are little aspects of us, but truly, they are the roles that the soul plays through the body. None of it defines our essence. And I don't know about you, but I've always had a big aversion, actually, of being stereotyped or categorized into a little box. And yet, as humans, when we have these interactions, we're always trying, like when we meet somebody new, to label them and put them in some kind of a box. Oh, okay. Oh, you're a woman, so you must be like X, Y, and Z. Or, oh, you're this, and so you must be blah, 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 right? And I remember being in Minnesota, and I would get this a lot, actually. It was hilarious. Um, there weren't a lot of uh, people there of Indian descent, right? Like Indian, like me, like my parents are from India, right? And so the patients there would come in and they would see me and they would be like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited to have a foreign doctor!" Right? And buenos dias. I think that's Diana Mercado, maybe. Good morning. So wonderful to have you here. And and they were like so excited, and I'd be like, "Oh," right? And they're like, "Oh, I can hear your accent," right? And I'm like, "My accent?" Right? And it's like, "Oh yeah, your Indian accent." And I'm like, "I didn't know I had an Indian accent." And so it's so funny, right? Because they were well-meaning, and yet they were immediately looking at me, right? And trying to and making an association with, "Oh, she's brown, she was Indian, oh, she must be having," so I put her in this category of like, "Oh, she must be having an Indian accent." I'm like, "I was born and raised in New York. I'm pretty sure I don't have that," but whatever, right? But that's what we're always trying to do. And so it doesn't, so like my Indianness doesn't define me at this essence, right? Just like somebody, buenos dias to Diana, and she speaks Spanish, but that doesn't define everything about her, right? She is a soul, right? I am a soul. She is a bright light. I am a bright light, right? We are beings of love, of peace, of purity. And we take on these roles on this go around in this journey, right? So fun that we get to play all these different roles, right? But we have an amnesia about our truth, about who we are. And so here, that's why we meet here, to wake up to all of this, okay? Because then life becomes so much more enriching, right? All right, so here's some good messages for today, October 19th. By letting the past be the past, you allow the future to change. Huge, right? By letting the past be the past, you allow the future to change. So many of us, myself included, right? Especially if we've gone through something difficult, we relive it over and over and over again. And so we bring the past into the present. And the next thing you know, we're always there. And so our future is really a culmination of what we're thinking about right now, right? And so if we just allow the past to stay there and we come back and we are in this present moment, we can allow our future to really change and be what we want it to be. Very powerful, okay? October 19th, it is a great paradox that simplicity comes from passing through many complex stages of learning. Right? It is a great paradox that simplicity comes from passing through many complex stages of learning. So sometimes we get lost in the confusion, right? And we get paralyzed by it. We're like, "Oh, how am I going to do this? And then where's it going to go? And then what if this happens? And what if that happens?" And the next thing you're just like spinning, right? I say that's the illusion. That's the illusion going, "That's really painful," right? The great paradox that simplicity comes from passing through many complex stages of learning. And so once you start recognizing the differences between your authentic and your conditioned self, once you recognize the complexity and the confusion for what it is, and then you just get back to the simple truth that you are a loving, peaceful, pure soul, and you're heart-centered, and that's who you are. It's quite simple, but there's a lot of churning and there's a lot of dissection and analysis sometimes that we have to go through which is fine. We have to tease it out to get back to the simple truths. And it is a great paradox that that's what we have to go through, but that's the human condition. So it's all good. We got to do the work. All right. Ask and it is given October 19th. So let's see. A couple weeks ago, we were going through the book of positive aspects where we were writing down, looking at what it was that, like what's great about everything around us, right? People, things, blah, blah, blah. And then the next week we were doing Rebecca, what was it? We were doing, I'm having a brain fart. What the heck was it? It was, put it in the chat, girl. I forget. I'm having a brain fart. But this time we're doing the segment intending. So listen to this. So you enter a new segment anytime your intentions change. Oh yeah, scripting. That's right. Thanks, Rebecca. So, right. So last week we were doing scripting. So write out the script of how you want your life to be. What do you want it to look like? Write it down. How do you want your day to go? Write it down, right? Okay. So now, we're breaking it down. You enter a new segment anytime your intentions change. If you are washing dishes and the telephone rings, you enter a new segment. When you get into your vehicle, you enter a new segment. When another person walks into the room, you enter a new segment. If you will take the time to get your thought of expectations started, even before you are inside your new segment, you will be able to set the tone of the segment more specifically than if you walk into the segment and begin to observe it as it already is. Oh, we have a new segment here because Nina decided to join us. Hello, good morning, my love. Are you ready to pull a card? Mm-hmm. Okay.
What tea is that?
Oh, this is a Christmas tea. You can try it later.
Okay.
All right. We put some cinnamon and cardamom in it. What's today? Wednesday?
Wednesday, the 19th.
Wednesday the 19th. All right.
Yesterday was the 18th.
Very good. That's right. And what day was it yesterday?
Tuesday.
Right. Very good. All right. So since it's Wednesday.
Write down.
Vision, dream big. Yes. Is that Diana? Yes. Write out the script. Write down the vision.
Facebook user.
I know. That's what it says here. I don't know why. It's just what it is. Write down the vision. Dream big. Absolutely. So, but we can even break it up into chunks. So if it's like too big just to write the whole script, you could think about what the next segment is. Yay, look, you could see little dancing girls there. Isn't that fun?
Ballerinas.
Yeah, they're awesome. So I think those are salsa dancers. I don't know. Anyway, so in the segment intending, you can, right before you go to the next segment, you can think, okay, I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to have a very safe drive to work. And I'm going to have fun doing it. And I'm going to give blessings to everybody around me who's driving also. And new experience. So it's really marking that intention. I'm about to get in the shower. I'm going to have an amazing shower and wash away all the negative energy of the day. Boom! Awesome shower, right? So really having that intention and focus on how you want the next segment to go. So I'm setting an intention and focus for this next segment where Nina's going to pull a card and she's going to give us the exact message that we need to hear right now.
Loyalty.
Oh, nice. Go for it.
Your readability demonstrates your loving sense of
devotion
and
consistency
of being.
Okay, it's your reliability. Thank you. Go ahead and finish your food. Thank you, my love. All right, so it's loyalty. Where am I? Here it is, loyalty. Can you see it? There we go. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Loyalty. All right, let's listen. Your loyalty is measured by the strength of your commitment to your relationships and obligations. I would say your loyalty is measured also by your commitment to yourself and self growth. You possess an unswerving faithfulness. Your soul is stirred only when you unselfishly have the best interests of others at heart. This devotion is freely given with a true sense of unconditional love. Loyalty asks you to be steadfast in your motives and unwavering in your ideals. Be a living example to others. Demonstrate how your belief in a person, cause, or principle can enrich your life experience, expand your horizons, and bring you a sense of solidarity and oneness. When you are really honest about where your loyalties lie, you must also be willing to ask yourself what these loyalties are teaching you about yourself and your own value system. Is there a need you are meeting? What fulfills you and makes you whole? Are you giving unconditionally, expecting nothing in return? Never misuse or abuse your loyalties, but instead defend them like a roaring lion, letting everyone know you are honorable, brave, and strong. Oh, yes. I love that. Right? What is it? I guess for me, when I think of what I'm loyal to, I am super loyal to this concept of soul consciousness and living a soul conscious, heart centered life from a place of love. I'm so loyal to it that I do this. I do this because I love it. And I think that this resonates with all of you too. Because you all know deep, deep inside, that's why you show up, that there is truth in that statement. We're not our bodies, we're not our roles, we're not our careers, we're not our, any of those things. We are pure beings of love that are eternal, that are immortal, that never, ever die. So awesome. So let's meditate. It's time. Get comfortable wherever you are sitting. Close your eyes if you feel like it, or I'm going to put up this beautiful image on the screen and you can focus on that as well, or just, you don't even have to focus on it really. It's just something to rest your eyes on. And visualize your heart in the center of your chest with two nostrils, one in the right ventricle, one on the left. And let's go ahead and take a deep, loyal breath into our heart nostrils. Breathe out of your heart and send those vibrations of strength and loyalty and love out to every single organ in your body. Breathe into your heart. Breathe out of your heart. Let's really ask ourselves the 4 soul questions. Question 1. Who am I? Who am I really? be. Second question. What do I want? What is my deepest desire? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Third question. What is my purpose? How can I serve myself and others? Fourth question. What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Now silently repeat the following sentence. I am, and your first and last name. So in my head, I would say, I am Disha Phillip. Now drop your last name and silently repeat, I am, and your first name. So for me, I'd say, I am Disha. Now drop your first name and silently repeat, I am, I am, I am. And we'll switch that to the vibration of I am, which is a hum, a hum, a hum. And now we'll begin the repetition of our mantra. So for those of you who already have your personalized primordial sound meditation mantra, go ahead and start repeating that now. For everyone else, we'll use the mantra so hum. So we'll silently repeat so hum, so hum. So, please continue repeating your mantra. I will keep the time and I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Please keep your eyes closed and stop repeating your mantra and rest. Rest in existence. Rest in consciousness. Rest in awareness. Just rest. And as we rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Just repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. Lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly start wiggling your fingers and toes. Give yourself a big stretch. Or bring your palms together to your heart center. And give yourself a little bow of gratitude for bringing yourself here today. To remind yourself of your truth and what?
Sorry to butt in, but Lucy is here.
I know, I see. We're gonna do her here in a second. Let's give a blast of love and light energy out to all of our family, our friends, our patients, our community, our city, our state, our country, to every single country on this planet, to every single brother and sister soul on this planet. And from there, let's give a blast of that energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. Even every animal, Nina says, yes. I'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Don't forget to put your takeaways in the comments below. I love Diana, what she said about her mission. I'm on a mission to end burnout. Amen, sister. Leave work at work, empower others to step into self-compassion. Heck yes. Disrupt broken systems, become free. That's what it's about, becoming free. Obtain soul time freedom. Amen, sis. Mwah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're on the path together. Sending love.